Welcome back to Good Morning, LaLa. Nothing better than some good lashes to transform our lives. No joke. You need a PhD to do it. So Paula LaLane is on the house with 5 ways to fabulous. We love your lashes. We've worn them quite a lot on the show.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys look beautiful in them. I remember you at the Oscars, right? Mm-hmm. And you just did that fabulous photo shoot for Coachella.
Yes, I
What
did.
about me? I'm left out here.
You know, lashes are so trendy right now. It's all about the lash. People are giving up their manicures to invest in a good lash. So tell us what makes your lashes so unique, so special, and the best way for us to find a lash that works for our face.
Well, you know, I'm such a fan of beauty is not a one-size-fits-all thing. That's, you know, it's a melting pot, right? I mean, everybody has these unique eye shapes. So there are 5 different eye shapes. And I have this like little diagram here that I use when I do pop-ups to kind of help explain. So there's an almond eye, which we all know is kind of the more almond-shaped eye that comes to a point, round eyes, wide set eyes, close set eyes, and hooded lid. So just like we have our eyebrows done perfectly to fit our unique face, lashes can accomplish the same thing. So if you want your eye to appear more open wide, you want more volume in the center of the eye. If you want your eyes to appear wider, like more of that cat eye kind of sultry
That's
effect.
what I like.
Yes,
Yeah.
And that's fabulous for like going out.
My eyes are small too. So like it's almost like I need them to be extended out.
Right, because it gives your eye more size. So that's why I have one lash that comes out more in the corner, one that goes up in the center as far as my 2 kind of universally flattering lashes. And then off of there, I kind of have like little branches, some with more volume, some with more length, that kind of thing.
Love this. So I feel like the only thing it's missing is an evil eye. We need like special lashes for those folks.
Right there.
A little more kindness and love in the world.
So share with us a bit about the lashes you brought.
Okay, so I brought a couple of different lashes to show you. So this is an example of a universally flattering lash that goes up in the center, and this one is called Socialite. And a lot of my kind of cult followers know of this lash, and you can see here, it's on an invisible band, and it has, again, that volume like I was talking about with the volume right here in the center.
So what's interesting about your lashes is, one, Jess and I have tried like everything. It's been like an ongoing joke, okay? We've tried inexpensive ones from like TJ Maxx all the way to very, very expensive to getting them permanent ones on, whatever they're called. And what I love about your lashes is, one, you can reuse them like a lot, like 20 times or something like that. And then also they stay on. And I don't know what you do to them, but they stay on. The other ones are like flying off half the day, and you're like,
And there's nothing worse than like you're on a date and you go to the bathroom and you look, you have one wonky eyelash.
Oh my gosh, isn't that the worst?
The worst. That's totally happened. Or a red carpet photo, and I even had one photographer go, I can't take a picture of you because your lash. And I was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. And I'm on the red carpet. So what is it that's so unique about your products that really make them?
Well, okay. I'm like at heart, I'm such a nerd, and I'm really into symmetry, balance, and function. And I really wanted the lashes. I'm going to show you this one here. This is incognito, and this one's on a cotton band. And I made it so that the band really fits the eye shape. So you can see how that band
I think that's the one I've used.
This is the one that you wear. Yes, exactly. You also wore the same one for Coachella. I remember this one.
There's a dramatic lash, and then there's one that's a bit more wispy.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the wispier one on the cotton band that you can see, and then I'll show you guys the more dramatic one. And it's so funny because people will look at the lash and they'll be like, oh my God, it's giant and it's huge, but then you put it on and you get a picture taken and it's like, oh.
So this is the question that we still have. Do we put the eyelash on the actual skin, or do we put it on the eyelashes? Like, where in that groove do we go?
There's like that perfect little ledge. Like, here's your lashes, and then there's just that little tiny piece of skin. And what I like to do is actually line the top of my eye with a gel eyeliner so that there's a buffer between my skin and the lash. And then you put the glue on your lash, set it aside for 60 seconds, put your powder on, put your lipstick on. I usually go through half of a song because I put makeup on when I'm getting ready, or I put music on when I'm doing my makeup. And then you just go and put it on, and it should be tacky like Scotch tape.
That is the secret, because I will tell you, when you try and put on a lash and the glue is wet, that thing moves all over. You get glue in your eyebrows.
It's a whole
I've
thing.
had like seriously like gone into panic attacks because I'm
totally.
like, I can't get this thing on my eye.
And then if your eye makeup's perfect, you're like, oh no, now I have to start
Ruined
over.
it all.
Yeah, it's ruined it.
Another trick I've learned is don't put your makeup on after the lash because then they won't last as long. If you put it all on and then put the lash on, the lash doesn't get like heavy, like all the layers from that 20 days. Of all that stuff.
eyeshadow
Yeah.
and-
There's all these tricks that literally need a PhD.
Yeah, I was gonna say the SATs were nothing. Putting on a lash is serious.
No
two
joke.
really quick tips and tricks. I love this one. Is like the little mascaras that you get in like the gift with purchase, like Clinique or whatever. So they go out kind of quickly. When there's just a little bit of product left, like 20% product, you can put your finger on your lid and then you can swipe up and blend the two, so that it kind of like helps meld them together. When you're going to like a special event, because you really don't want to put mascara on the lashes, but if you're going to an event and you really want them to kind of bond, you can just do that.
PhD, like I said.
Yeah,
Like, serious
true.
PhD.
But Rob, from a man's point of view, like how important is the lash?
I do notice all the time. Like when you guys have them on, I'm always like, wow, your eyes look something different. I can never quite place it, but I'm like, yeah.
So
you do
you
actually.
notice
do
it,
notice
you
it,
like
yeah. 100%. Yeah, yeah.
So would it be weird, Rob? Because like, say you're, dating someone or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes they show up with a lash, and
Yeah.
sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
That's what's challenging about the
Oh,
strips, right?
it's
'Cause
so funny too, because it's like when I don't have my lashes on, people are like, are you sick? Are you tired?
Oh.
Because you're just so used to seeing it creates like such a different look. It makes you look so awake, and they're so,
Right.
the pop.
So do you notice stuff like that? Would you be like, what's going on?
Yeah, you notice a little bit, but it's not something that bothers. It doesn't bother me. I don't think about it nearly as much as, and I don't think most men would think about it nearly as much as, of course, you beautiful women do. So it's just always a nice addition.
Okay, so I also have a question.
Yeah.
Now, let's say the lady is lucky enough to spend it, or you're lucky enough to spend a
There you
night
go.
with a lady.
Okay.
Can she take her lashes off in front of you? Or is that weird?
I'm all about mystery, letting things remain a mystery. In my personal opinion, I don't want to, and I'm also that way as a guy. Like I don't want you to know that I even have a bathroom in my place.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do what you do.
You know
but-
what's so funny? I saw the funniest segment that reminds me. Kelly Ripa was talking about the morning after the Oscars, and she had hair extensions and lashes, and she just said she crashed and fell asleep. And the next morning, there was like bits of hair and lashes in the bed and everything.
It's a lot. I'm already a little, I'm not OCD, but I like my things the way I like my things.
So
and
you'd like her lashes just to stay on?
Yeah. Well, I don't like the idea of meeting someone and then suddenly the next day feeling like she's kind of like falling apart. Like maybe I did something wrong. The lashes are fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh my gosh. So tell people where they can get your fabulous lashes.
Okay, so it is 5 Ways to Fabulous. It's the number 5.com. And then go to the page where it says picking out it's like finding my perfect eye shape. And then that'll help kind of guide you to identify your eye shape. And then you can go to the shop page.
Incognito. I recommend those.
Incognito is one of my top, it is the top seller. And then Socialite's like a very close second.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I recommend get both so then you can change your mood.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Thank you so much, Paula.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. Stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow on Good Morning La La Land.